Alright, I gotta test my shit, make sure it's working. I'm still getting set up here, obviously, like I always am. Still getting set up, like usual. Oh, this is shit ever end. I gotta go to my channel again. Yeah, it's working. Okay. I gotta get set up on Reality app now. Testing 1, 2, 3. I need to fix my caption. Okay, I have now switched to the mic connected to YouTube. Can you still hear me? What's good, what's up? Amy, what's good, what's up? Hi, how's it going? How you doing? What's good, what's up? I realize a lot of time when I'm live streaming, I have way too much shit open that doesn't need to be open. It's like totally unnecessary to keep all this shit open. Alright, as I started out this broadcast with a note on Motley Crue Dogs of War, I just wanted to do like a quick react. I'm not gonna have the music video or anything in here like that. It's not gonna be like a really good reaction when I show the music video or anything like that, cause copyright and well, I mean, like, I don't really want to bother making a high quality reaction video right now, but I figure maybe some other time I might do it, but if I wait a week, it's not even going to be a hot topic anymore. But I need to get up and clean my room. I'm all wireless here. Alright, yeah, Motley Crue Dogs of War is getting, critically slammed. Like, a lot of people don't like it. Both the song and the music video are getting, just like, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I just showed it to my computer tech, and he said it looks like 2005 Guitar Hero. Yeah, I mean, I could see that being kind of nostalgic of Guitar Hero, but I know that I'm gonna have a unique perspective because I use CGI in a lot of what I do. Like, half of what I do is CGI and the other half is cosplay, so obviously, like, I can't come down hard on anyone for using CGI. When I first watched their music video, I was like, I thought the graphics were not as good of quality than what they really are when I first watched the music video. But then when I put Motley Crue's Dogs of War in 18, I mean HD. What the fuck? I put it in 18. What the fuck, dude? No. HD. 1080p. I haven't put it in at least 1080p to really see, like, the difference between the graphics in Dogs of War versus, like, something from 2005 or 2002. Somebody said it looks like 2002 Sims. So if you watch that low quality, if you take any CGI music video like that and you take any CGI piece and you watch it in low quality, if you're not watching it in HD, it's gonna look really dated if you're not watching it in HD. But when you put it in HD and you notice the finer details, it looks better than I initially thought once I had to put it in HD. So I know that with my music videos, since my music videos are all CGI too, I'm guilty of the exact same thing. I say guilty as charged because, pretty much, like, almost everyone hates CGI now in the rock community because Kiss did the same thing with their avatars. So put it in HD. Put it in HD. It looks a lot better if you put it. Because it's gonna look dated if it's not in HD. It's gonna look dated. Especially if you're watching it at 240p. My God, I don't think anything. Yeah, I don't think anything's gonna be that low quality. But you know, turning it up to 4K or HD, like 1080p or higher, can really make the subtle difference. You can really see things that you wouldn't normally see. It's like, oh, okay, you know, the graphic standards are actually higher than I thought and more modern, you know, you should just put it in HD. But, however, yeah, the music videos seem to be lacking a cohesive plot. I mean, I had kind of like, I was more critical of it when I didn't watch it in HD, but then when I watched it in HD, I warmed up to it. Once I had to watch it a couple times, watch it in HD. Oh, hi, it's me, your friend from TikTok. Who are you? Skull King ZX57. Who are you? Who are you on TikTok? Because I don't recognize your username from TikTok. Who are you on TikTok? Or, what was our interactions like? Refresh my memory. Hey, what's going on? How's it going? How you doing? I'm reacting to Dogs of War by Motley Crue. Like, everyone hates it. Everyone hates it. Like, everyone hates Dogs of War, so I'm reacting to it kind of, like, blindly without... I'm doing a low-quality reaction, I'm not, like... I'm just talking about it because I'm live streaming, I'm not showing the music video or anything like that because I'm gonna get a copyright thing. And also, I'm using voice mods, so for me to do a good quality reaction, I have to take something like this and then put it into 11 Labs and do the AI voice to, like, clean it up. Also, if I did a reaction with the music video, I have to be very careful to start and stop the music video whenever I talk, because then I can make, clean audio out of that. I thought it was you, Jason, okay? I thought it was you. I thought it was you. I swear to God, I thought it was you. Because there's no one who's really friends with me on TikTok except for you. Okay. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I actually started checking out, Slipknot more. Oh my God, it was always focused on other bands, and I'm glad I finally started checking out Slipknot a little more, so I have a little more context. And, like, listening to it with respect to other albums kind of, like, gives me more, context. It helps, like, a lot. I only started checking out the first album. Of course, I'm familiar with everything that was a hit, you know, by them, like, the stuff that blew up more, but, like, I like to get familiar with all of the band's discography, like, start from the beginning, you know, so that way I have more context. You know, because you just listen to commercial stuff and judge a band solely by the commercial stuff. I don't really feel you get a fair assessment of the band. Oh, man. Anyhow, Motley Crue Dogs of War. I think Motley Crue Dogs of War, Kiss, Avatars, I think there's a lot of lessons that can be learned from that. I think there's a lot of takeaways from that, and a lot of things that I need to be concerned about and watch out for as a CGI curator and creator. as someone who, like, half of my shit is in CGI, what I do, there's a lot of things that I could learn from Motley Crue and Kiss that I need to take away. Audiences don't receive CGI too well, I know, because it comes off as disingenuous, and I get it. Yes, CGI is not going to be realistic. It never will be. It never was. The problem with Kiss and the problem with Motley Crue is they're humans. So when you take humans and put them in CGI, they're gonna look funny, okay? But for me, I've always felt validated because I'm a monster, I'm playing a non-human character, but I'm humanoid. But I'm a non-human fictional character, and I come off as kinda goofy and cartoonish anyway, so I've always felt validated using CGI, that I've had the proper authority to use CGI, and for me, I've always felt justified. I've never felt, you know, it's like Avatar. Avatar, they're not human. So, like, yeah, the only way you can really portray them is to use CGI, you know, and I've viewed myself and what I do the same way, but Avatar is widely successful and that uses CGI. I'm not done with my rant yet, by the way. I'm not done. I have to pause in my rant, but I'm not done. Yeah, I'm live streaming on Reality app too, Jason. That's actually my main platform I stream on, but I crossed over with YouTube because I can import my YouTube live stream into Reality app. So, yeah. I don't know about live streaming on, well, I do want to live stream on TikTok, but I'm waiting until I get my CGI voice or until I know they say TikTok is gonna go down in a week and not be available anymore. Until the time comes where it's like, alright, it's the final countdown on TikTok, we only got a week left. I will go live on TikTok when there's like only a week left for sure, because I know they passed that draconian law, like, trying to ban TikTok. I know they already did that. So when we only got like a week left of TikTok, I will go live on there for sure. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, thank you. Thanks. Yeah, I know I was talking about a lot, though. I don't know if you're saying that's cool, too, but I was talking about a lot. But, maybe the CGI... Yeah, for me, I feel like using CGI is justified. I view it as, like, you know, the same reason why Avatar is CGI. Avatar would not be Avatar if it weren't for the CGI. You know, in that sense, it was meaningful, but, look, I'm not, like... I'm not Motley Crue, I'm not Kiss, I don't have the big budget. I'm not, like... Yeah, and Avatar is, like, multi-million-dollar franchise, too. I don't have that kind of budget. I'm not a big movie studio, so... My shit is what it is, as far as quality. Hey, look, it is what it is, as far as quality, but I've put a few thousand into CGI, believe it or not, for the quality that I have, whatever shit I'm gonna make, whatever shit I'm gonna release for my music videos. I've actually put a few $1,000s into this. I have my VR headset, that was $1,000. I have this avatar I'm talking with right now, that was like $500. And then I have my PC that powers it all, that was another $1,000. I have a monitor. See, if this shit starts to add up, I mean, just CGI alone is approximately $5,000, okay? So, I mean, that ain't pocket change. $5,000 for CGI ain't pocket change. I don't post on my YouTube channel that much because I don't have that much followers, but I know it's tough here on YouTube. It's tough. By the way, live chat replay does not work on my live streams when I post them. It sucks, but live chat replay does not work. You will see no live chat when it posts. And it says that live chat replay is enabled, so that's not the problem. The common problem is that live chat replay is not enabled, it's fucking enabled. I don't know what the hell is going on. There's a major glitch. And if I do vids on CapCut, it takes a lot of work. Well, yeah, it can. It depends. CapCut has actually made my life a lot easier in regards to editing, but it can be a lot of work, I get that. But try using like Magix Vegas and now you're talking, or Adobe Premiere, or Final Cut. That's like a lot of work, having to sit in front of a fucking computer screen. That's what I have to do for like, when I edit VR chat footage and I post it on TikTok, that's what I have to do, and that's why I don't even post my freaking VR chat footage anymore, because it's so much work, and I have no audience for it. And I get it, because VR chat is not hot shit. People are not looking up, it's not a trending hashtag. TikTok doesn't have an audience for my VR chat shit. But then again, you know, I personally think it's funny, I like it. You know, I'm still gonna go through the work to edit it anyways, because look, you know, those are moments that I cherish and want to keep. You know, because I gotta delete that 20 gigabyte file that's the VR chat gaming footage. I gotta delete that 20-something gigabyte file. At the end of the day, I have to delete that big fat file and reduce it to smaller files. I just have to do that, so I might as well post the crap, you know, because I have to do it anyways. But what I hate is when somebody says the N-word, and I have to bleep it out like every other second. When someone says the N-word, and I have to bleep it out like every other second, that's the shit that I can't stand. That's like the worst. I mean, that creates a hell of an editing job, and it's hardly even worth. I think if anything has the N-word in it, I just won't post it at this point, because it creates a big editing job, and the hell no one's watching it. I mean, there's no audience for it on TikTok, because the algorithm's not gonna push that out. Because the algorithm's biased against CGI content, unless you're a furry on VR chat live streaming. The only CGI content I've seen is like CGI, like furry stuff on VR chat. That's the only kind of like VR chat content I've seen getting pushed on TikTok. You have to be a furry live streamer. If you're somebody like me, they're like, the fuck are you? They don't know what to do with me. You know, they don't know who I am. It's like, I hate the cookie cutters that CGI does, not CGI, AI. I hate the cookie cutter approach that AI has. Like, algorithms create this cookie cutter approach, and I hate it. I do a lot of all my vids on my phone right. Yeah, if you use CapCut, you're typically on your phone anyways. They do have a desktop version of CapCut. Oh, I know, I've been video editing for years, man. I know what you're saying, I mean, yeah. A lot of work and not a lot of returns sometimes. It's like, why bother? Some VR chat content I'm probably just not gonna post if they're like saying too many. Oh, if something has too many cuss words, it gets relegated to 18 plus if it has too many cuss words on YouTube. I mean, in all seriousness, if that happens, I'm not gonna even bother to post it. Unless it was something really amazing. I'm not gonna bother to post it. I'm not gonna go through that extra editing work. I'm not gonna do that. Like, forget that, man. Nobody's gonna view it anyways. No one cares. Forget it. No one cares. No one's gonna view it. For me, that's the way, like, that content is. But my cosplay content always does very well. And I'm known for my cosplay content, not my CGI content. I'm known for my cosplay content. What the hell? What the hell was I doing? My live streams are kind of chaotic like this. I just, like, jump all over the place, bro. I jump all over the place. My live streams are really chaotic. Sometimes people get a little bit, like a little bit of a, like, sometimes people find it a little bit of a shock when they join my live streams, like how chaotic it is. I sometimes just jump from one topic to the other. Like rapid fire. But I'm glad you found me here, I'm glad you're here, because I've been meaning to, like, do TikTok as well. I just can't do YouTube and TikTok at the same time, really, at least not this way. I can't really do YouTube and TikTok at the same time, so I'm glad you found me. Because YouTube is pretty accessible. That's what I like about YouTube, is pretty much everyone has a YouTube. I just want to make... Okay. Yeah, make videos that make you feel good. I see what you're saying, I know what you mean. Yeah, that's completely fine, man. Oh! God. I was talking about the whole thing with CGI content and with Kiss and Motley Crue. Like, now Motley Crue's doing it. First, Kiss did it with their avatars. Kiss had debuted with these, like, CGI avatars, and now Motley Crue is doing it. I don't know if you have an opinion on that, but a lot of people are pissed off and they hate it. A lot of people really don't like it. Yeah, you know, and that whole thing's really divided, and... Like, for me, I feel like, well, I've already stated my point, there's no need to repeat it. I mean, for me, I feel like the circumstances are different because I'm portraying a fictional character who's a monster. I feel like I have every right to use CGI, and that I'm excused. I don't really feel like it's a big deal, because it's part of my brand identity and who I am, you know? And I've always used CGI. For me, like, I feel like it's okay, but anyhow, with just the CGI being received so badly in Motley Crue, it's a bad sign for me, it's a troubling sign for me, because I can't really say my music video is that much different from the Motley Crue Dogs of War, but my music video does have a little bit more of a cohesive plot. I feel like the plot elements in Dogs of War were weak. I feel like my music videos at least have more of a cohesive plot, so to speak, but I mean the quality of the CGI, I can't really say it's that much better than Motley Crue's CGI. I can't really say it's that much better than Dogs of War, because I'm using VR chat. In some ways it may be lower quality, because I'm using VR chat. I don't have the zooms, and if you, like, zoom in on my music video, things are gonna get pixelated, because I'm using VR chat to make my music video. I'm not using Blender. They're clearly using something like Blender to make their music videos. So, they got more professional, they got something that's more professional, and they're getting critically slammed for it. So, it's a warning sign for me and a sign of concern, you know, that people just may not even see my shit and the algorithm may not push it up. But, however, there is something that I'm also doing is I'm mixing stock footage into it. I'm mixing real-life stock footage into my music videos sometimes, or 2D drawn art that is like 2D drawn. So it's multimedia, it's not just CGI. My music videos are not just CGI, a lot of times they're multimedia, and that may actually save me, because you can't get by on just CGI, you can't. Because the public will just compare you to Fortnite. The public is gonna be brutal on that. I've already seen it. I know what the attitude of consumers are in regards to CGI. I get it. I know what it is, I've seen it, I get it. You know, because I mean, and I'm making my music videos in a video game VR chat. I mean, Motley Crue Dogs of War looks like a video game. My music video game to make my music videos, hello! Not a good sign for me. But, the fact that I'm mixing actual real-life stock footage and my own 2D drawn art into it, and all my music videos are not just purely CGI for the most part, I think that might... I'm not saying it's gonna save me, but that might help. But I don't expect that much success with my music videos. And that's why I've been putting off editing these things, because the public tends to be kind of hostile now towards CGI. And that's because there's been a lot of bad CGI out there. And Avatar is an example of, like, good CGI. With CGI, there's examples of good, there's examples of bad. Like, there's really bad CGI, but then there's really good CGI. And it's something that's kind of fluid. You know, it's not just, like, all CGI is bad. So you want to make game content? How do you put music in the background of vids on CapCut? At the bottom, there's something where you can add music, or there should be something called sounds. That's how you do it. You may need to update your CapCut app. If you don't see it, just update it. I would update the shit out of TikTok and CapCut as much as possible, because if that ban bill goes through, that's going to be really bad. Well, obviously, you're going to be cut off. If the ban bill goes through, like, bad news for everybody. You're going to be cut off from TikTok and CapCut. It's also going to affect CapCut, because CapCut is owned by ByteDance. So update your apps all the time. Update. You don't want to miss out on those updates, because it's going to allow you to use the app for as long as freaking possible, dude. Do those updates. Wait a second. I'm not connected to Bluetooth. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, one of the problems I notice with CGI is if you watch it in low quality or somebody else does a reaction to your CGI, and their reaction video, they have the CGI, the CGI video is playing in low quality, in the reaction video, you're gonna really misjudge it, and you're gonna say, oh, this is really dated. So, I may have to direct people to watch my videos, my music videos in HD. I'm like YouTube back in 2008. You had to direct people to use HD back in like the 2010s. I don't know, YouTube in 2008, I don't think they had HD yet. I think it was more like 2010 and on that they had HD. I had been on YouTube from the very start. I had been on YouTube since 2005. But obviously I was much younger, and it was something much different accounts and all that shit. But okay, thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. You're very welcome. Yeah, you're always welcome here. Thanks. Always happy to help you with stuff, like, especially like CapCut. I wear many different hats. I'm a creative with like many different skill sets, so I wear many different hats. I like do art, I do video editing, I do cosplay, I do some cosplay, well, some. I mean like, gosh, I wear so many different hats, it's crazy. Yeah, I really meant to do like homework tonight, but I'm stuck cleaning my room. I got stuck. I think my approach with CGI is more creative. I mean, my shit is gonna be lower quality than the Motley Crue music video because I'm using VR chat, but, however, I think my approach with CGI is all around more creative. I try to have more of a plot. I don't really have just random... I don't really try to be random, but sometimes things do get a little out of hand, maybe, just because I have lack of resources. But Motley Crue is a multi-million-dollar band, and they're one of my favorite bands, and a band that really influenced me growing up. All throughout high school, I said Motley Crue was my favorite band, so I've been like a Crue head for life, you know, so... If I, you know, am critical, it's always because if I'm critical, it's because something really is out of place. It's because something is really, really out of place. But John 5 does a lot of these music videos where it's like cartoonish or goofy and kind of random, like considering Zoinks, like John 5's video for Zoinks, like I can see like a lot of those elements in there from like Zoinks. If you've seen John 5's other music videos, you kind of understand it more, but this is Motley Crue. Motley Crue is not John 5. You know, Motley Crue is a different thing. It's not John 5. I mean, so the CGI is better rendered by, like, Motley Crue or for, like, Kiss because they're using better software. You know, they're using something like Maya, whereas I'm using VR chat. I mean, obviously, like, look, to create my avatar, the person I commissioned used Maya. But I'm working out of VR chat. Everything I'm filming with my camera, I can't even say the word filming because it's not filming, but it's just filming and it's just kind of moved into the digital age, and we all know what you mean when you say filming. But, yeah, you know, that camera for VR chat, I can't do, like, the whole, like, the fancy zooms, like, what they're doing, all that shit. But I noticed, like, when my music video, if you zoom in enough, it's gonna look pixelated. And I don't have a 4K option they do on their music videos, so you can go up to 4K. But I feel like people... Yeah, with graphics there's a certain standard for sure. There's definitely a certain standard for sure when it comes to graphics, but it's, I don't know about the plot of this video doesn't really seem to have much of a plot. But then again, you know, I had a problem with like Rock and Roll Underdog where I had to just like kind of work with what's in VR chat and the plot is not really there. You know, but then again, I had to work with what's in VR chat and I, tried my best, but I do have a background. I've taken a video production class. I've taken 2 film classes where I've learned about directing. I've learned about storyboarding. I know about all this shit. I know I have an idea of who the great directors are, what the great movies are. I've taken 2 film classes already. And I've taken a video production class where I've had 3 classes about storyboarding, directing, all of this, like coming up with a plot. I've had 3 college classes about this, and my CGI is lower quality than Motley Crue's or Kiss, but I'm accounting all that into it, like, but I have a really low budget. My CGI is only like, my budget's only like 5,000, dude, you know, but it's 5,000 to create, like, this, what you see here, all the music videos I'm gonna come out with, well, they're kind of like so-called music videos because, let's be real, I'm not gonna release that shit on a major label because that's, all assets from VR chat, all that's from VR chat, and there may be some kind of rights problem with that, so I'm not gonna release that shit on a major label. That's only for my channel, and if there's a problem, I deal with it. And if I have to redo the music video, well, either it gets done or it doesn't, you know, either it gets redone or it doesn't. But in my opinion, I can, you know, I'm an indie artist, I make minimum wage. My hours are cut down to 10 hours a week. I used to have 20 hours a week. I live at home with my parents. Okay, I'm a low budget guy. You know, I'm not a multi-million-dollar band. I'm low budget. So I feel like for me, like, you know, that's justified, but still the public is going to receive it the same way. The public's not going to, you know, public may not really care, you know, who you are. It's your art, you know, it's your art. How's your art going to be received? But for me, you know, I try to compromise. I got a limitation, I try to compromise, you know, but I've taken 3 college classes about film, okay, video production, storyboarding, plots, all of this, symbolism, cinematography. I know all about this crap. So I always consider all of that when creating a music video. And, yeah. The Motley Crue music video is really atmospheric, though. I would say it's more so on the atmospheric, but... A lot of people are saying that Dog's War... There's some person that says Dog's War sounds like it was written by ChatGPT. If you use ChatGPT to do a creative piece, you always have to go on AI detector from Scribd or some kind of AI detection writing tool. Like, there's tools to detect AI writing, AI text. Put that shit in there, paste it. If this is 100% generated by AI, get that shit generated into bullet points, put it into your own words, and keep doing it until it's like, it says 15% generated by AI, or something that's less than 50. Don't go with something that's generated 100% by AI, because people notice it. I see now that people notice it with Dogs of War. And I've used ChatGPT to help me write, Goliath of the Winterfall. But this is why I've halted production of Goliath of the Winterfall, because I plan on rewriting it, because I realized that there was a problem when I pasted it into an AI writing detection tool that 100% generated by CGI. I was like, yeah, you know what, I probably shouldn't proceed with this, this is not a good look. But there was original material that I used to write Goliath of the Winterfall. It is about my background, my story, which was organic and homegrown from collaboration on Reddit, and it was way before ChatGPT came out, way before AI came out. I mean, I've had my backstory for, like, about 4 years already. I'm about 4 years into this, and my backstory... Well, actually, my backstory goes all the way back to 2017, so maybe, like, about 7 to 8... Yeah, it's, been a while, I've had my backstory for a while. So, I used that material to write Goliath of the Winterfall, so... But all of my songs were written before AI was a thing, like, for the most part. My songs are from, like, 2015, 2010s. My songs are from the 2010s. Whether it's, like, more closer to 2010 or 2019, really, that's where my songs fall, or 2020. Some of it's 2020, but... Yeah, my songs more so fall in the barometer of being from 2017 to 2019. I mean, this is way before ChatGPT was a thing. I can't really expect that my music videos are really gonna be that, received well or blow up or whatever, or gain a lot of traction because I'm using CGI. Because these guys have just, CGI just has a bad name. It just has such a stigma now. Alright, I've switched back over to my mic connected to YouTube, so let me know if you can hear me. Alright? Hey, what's good, what's up? What's good, what's up? Rose X Reality, what's up? I'm just kind of pacing around my room over here. I'm not really gaining any traction right now. Yeah, CGI just has such a stigma now, it just has such a bad name, there's such stigma surrounding it, that, I mean, it's gonna be tough. Yeah, it's gonna be a hard sell. The CGI is a hard sell, I do realize that. And that's the problem that I have with my music videos, but I'm, like, the core of my whole operation is CGI, but anything CGI I've done, it's never blown up, it's never gained any traction because people just have this preconceived notion CGI equals bad. And I get it, because there's a lot of bad CGI. Unfortunately, there's just too much bad CGI. But, I mean, like, yeah, what would it take to shatter that barrier? I mean, what would it take to actually shatter that barrier? I know I can't market my stuff as CGI. I can't, like, actually use that as a buzzword or whatever. Because nobody's looking that shit up. Nobody's researching that. And I get that. I know! It doesn't come off, it comes off as disingenuous and goofy and not realistic. I get, but for me, personally, I mean, you know, I'm a monster character. I'm meant to be taken seriously. I am goofy. I am silly. That's like what I am. Those are core tenets of what I am. But then again, you notice my hair here? I mean, these are not even individual strands of hair. This is like a big glob of hair just kind of moving around. It's a thin blob of hair that just kind of freaking moves around. So, I can't, I'm really, like, careful when it comes to criticizing CGI because my CGI isn't really that great either. I mean, like, my CGI isn't that great, man. I can't, like, criticize. I don't have the, it's hard for me to criticize when I know that my CGI, I can't really be critical knowing that I use CGI and my CGI is not the best. My CGI is not the best either. A lot of it is just about, like, taking that gear setting and cranking it up to HD. If you really want to see it, get a good monitor, crank it up to HD. I have a 1080p monitor. Okay? You gotta have a good monitor, you gotta have a good screen, and then crank that shit up to like 4K or 1080p. Then you can see the quality. But only then you can see the quality. And the problem is, this is when the big weaknesses of CGI. If you're seeing it on a small screen, if you're seeing it in 240p especially, it's gonna look dated. It's gonna look really bad. You're not gonna see those finer details, and you're not gonna see, any of that. But then again, I play Cyberpunk, and I'm like, this is amazingly realistic. The textures are really good. And I don't think their CGI, Motley Crue or Kiss, I don't really see their CGI being as good as, like, the Cyberpunk CGI, and the Cyberpunk 2077 CGI is really good. But you have to have really high-res graphics card to see that. Part of the problem with CGI is, you're taking this shit, and you're making it into a video that people can play back, and the quality, and the realism, and the ray tracing. And ray tracing, what is that? It's when you can see reflections in like a pond, you've got a tree and you can see the reflections. I think that's what ray tracing is. And also the shadows, right? But you can't really see that as well in a video that you can play back on a platform like YouTube. A lot of that high quality, it gets lost. And then it looks like it's from 2005 or it looks like it's from 2002. Versus, if I launch Cyberpunk 2077 on my RTX 3060 and put everything at maximum setting, I'm gonna be like, I was just in awe at how good it was. And then 1080p monitor, this looks really good. And then on VR chat, on my HTC Vive Pro, it looks really good. There were some things that looked really realistic. I was looking at streamers, these little streamers, I'm talking about like little party decorations on the ceiling. And it was so realistic, I felt I could touch it. The water looked so realistic, I almost felt like I could touch it and get my hands wet. It looked really freaking good. It looked good. But guess what? I take that and make that into a video that you can play back and capture my screen. Uh-oh, it looks like shit now. Uh-oh, it looks like a video game from years ago. Uh-oh, it looks really bad. It's about context. CGI is about context, and I think that's why a lot of CGI stuff just gets received as really bad or being really poor quality, because it's about the context. The context. In the HTC Vive Pro, the 2018 one, yeah, that's a really high quality VR headset, that's a really high, the DPI is pretty good on that. The screen resolution's good. But if you're viewing it on a dinky screen, it's gonna look like shit. That's the problem with CGI, is it looks dated if you are viewing it on a screen that looks like you're not viewing it on a good screen, you're not viewing it in like 4K, it's gonna look like shit. Oh, hello there, Jewel. Hey, what's up? Hi. I just noticed you. Who are you, Jewel? Refresh me. Who are you? Refresh me. Refresh my memory. I'm streaming on 2 platforms right now. I think I know who you are. I think you're from TikTok, right? Or Instagram. You gotta be. You have to be. Oh, somebody joined on reality. Alright, I have now switched to the mic that's connected to YouTube. Let me know if you can still hear me. What's up? Sexy mommy. I love that username. Sexy mommy, I love that username. That's cool. How's it going? How you doing? How are you this Saturday night? I'm just sitting here ranting about CGI and CGI content. Yeah, and I think that's a major pitfall with CGI content. That's why CGI content always does really well if it's a game. Because with a game, you can have a really good graphics card like a RTX 3060, or you can have a 4090, and you're viewing that in 4K, and you've got a 4K monitor. Gamers always have the highest specs. Usually, there's a lot of gamers that have the highest specs. And, for me, I have a really high quality VR headset. It's all about context, versus if you're viewing that on like a phone screen, it's gonna look like shit. You're viewing it on a crappy monitor, the CGI is gonna look like shit. Cyberpunk is gonna look like shit if you're viewing it on a crappy monitor. If you're using a lower end graphics card, if you're viewing it on your phone, it's gonna look like shit. That's the problem with CGI. That's the problem with CGI content, that's the problem. But I think plot is really important. So with Avatar, Avatar is popular enough where, like, people... You can watch that, and also the plot elements are really good. You can watch that on a lower quality screen on a phone, and you're still going to enjoy it, even though it's CGI. You're still going to enjoy it. So, I think a lot of it is, like, it's not all about visuals. The CGI is not all about the visuals and the flashiness and all that. It's not about being the random visuals and the flashiness and the bells and whistles. You gotta really consider the plot. Because that's what most people are paying attention to. When they look at CGI, most people are gonna be really paying attention to that plot. It's the other elements that people notice. Yes, render quality does matter, but you can only really hold that in so much regard. You can really only put so much consideration on that because, a lot of people are just gonna view it through their phones, so it's not gonna look that good when people view it on their phones. It's not gonna look the same. Especially for me, I'm capturing the screen using VR chat. I really should be using Maya or Blender. I really should have some more professional shit. But at least in VR chat, I can interact with that virtual environment around me, and I like the mergence of CGI and VR because I can interact with that virtual environment around me in a way that you cannot with just motion capture. It's hard to do that with just motion capture. But if you're wearing a VR headset like me and you got an HTC Vive Pro, you can really get immersed in that environment and interact with the virtual objects around you. And I know the way I pick up and grab stuff on VR chat. Yeah, it looks out of place, it looks off, it looks weird. CGI just has that quality about it where it looks weird. Yeah, because it never has looked realistic and it never will. If you want to make something realistic, well, you gotta do it the old school way. CGI ain't gonna cut you out of that one. But I mean, Motley Crue, multi-million dollar, we're talking about multi-million dollar bands here. Motley Crue, Kiss, the multi-million dollar band. But yeah, my opinion is kind of mixed. I know a lot of people hate it, like really hate it, but I have the context in the background of being a CGI content creator myself, so whenever I talk about things like this, I always tread lightly, and I also realize, like, you know, the attitudes around this stuff is gonna affect me. It's gonna affect my visibility, it's gonna affect me. And it's gonna affect me negatively, I will say that, it's gonna affect me negatively, but I have to talk about this, and I have to consider this, because I have to think to myself, how am I going to stand out? How am I going to work around this? How am I going to make this good despite it being CGI? There's a lot of people that associate CGI with bad, so like, how am I going to make this good? Like, how am I going to make this work? No, and I have a marketing degree. I will soon have an associate's degree in advertising and PR. So I have that background to really consider what, you know, audience needs are, and what audience preferences are, and what audiences want. I have all those skills of considering broader input. I have that. You know, I have that ability because of, I wouldn't say it's just because I can't say other degrees. Look, yeah, you know, I'm kind of mixed on that. Sometimes I'll just be like, screw it, I'm gonna do what I want. And I don't care about the audience. Sometimes when it comes to some things, or just budget limitations, you know, me being an artist who is struggling to get by, I make minimum wage. My hours are cut to 10 hours now. I used to have 20 hours. Things used to be a lot better, and that's when I got into a lot of this, and that's when I was able to invest a lot more time and a lot more money in. Also, being locked down with pandemic, I was able to invest a lot more time, a lot more money with the economic stimulus. I was able to invest a lot more time, a lot more money back then, but now I'm really struggling. You know? So, like, being a struggling artist, you know, you're only gonna be able to do so much, you know? And I mean, budget's a real concern for me. But, you know, these bigger bands like Motley Crue and Kiss, oh yeah. That's pocket change. $5,000. Pocket change, dude. You can, you know, that's not a big deal for them. Because they got, all this success, you know? So, like, yeah, I mean, like, for them, they should be able. Yeah, and I've met these guys, I've talked to these guys, I talk to guys in Motley Crue. I do live in Los Angeles, so I have. You know, to get into that whole rabbit hole, I'd have to reveal my real identity and who I really am and where I went to music school at. Hello! I don't want to do that yet. I want to wait until I have, like, a couple of 10,000 followers, and then, you know, if a bunch of people are like, screw you, you're not who we thought you were, well then I don't have to worry about it if I have a large enough following as much. I'll save that for when I go viral, then we'll see it. But, yeah, I have met some prominent people in the industry, and I also continue to go to Comic Cons. I've just met them, okay? I'm not, like, associated, I've just met them. There's a difference, but I am going into advertising PR. I do have a marketing degree. I may continue working with some notable people or important people down the line. I'm probably going to work with people whose work is famous, but their face is not famous. I'm probably going to work with people who are in the background who have a prominent say in the decision making and the production of stuff. Yes, that's actually the niche I'm going into myself. So, I mean, okay, I'm not gonna get into that whole thing with me. I'm not gonna get into that right now. I just want to focus on what I'm doing here and like where it's gonna go, where I think it may go. And the way I look at it is like, I'm just in humble beginnings here with all this. A lot of these music videos can get remade. If I were to come across the cash pile, I could remake a lot of these music videos. I could. These music videos could get remade. If I come across the big cash pile. You know what I'm saying? If I hit the jackpot, a lot of these music videos can get remade. I'd say in the Motley Crue Dogs of War, the thing that's lowest quality rendered is the humanoid dogs are like... I can't even really see it. Vince's hair actually has this dynamic fizz bones thing where you see how my hair moves, it's a little bit flowy, you see how I can move my neck like this, I can do this, and you see my hair, it moves around, right? If I step away, my hair, it's moving, you can see my hair's moving. Vince's hair has that. I don't see Nicky's hair really moving. Nicky's hair is rather stiff. He wears a lot of hairspray. His hair should be moving around a lot more unless I'm not seeing it. Tommy's hair, yeah, Lil. His hair is quite stiff. John 5's hair is stiff, but Vince's hair was the only one that wasn't stiff. At least they did Vince's hair without being stiff. But if you got long hair like this, you can't get away with like the whole like stiff hair thing. You can't get away with it if you got long hair. So that's understandable. Yeah, so I'll have to see when I release my music videos, and I think my music videos could potentially be released years from now. It could potentially be years from now, or a year, I don't know, because I'm working on that album, that Monster Love album, I'm working on that right now. Right now I'm working on Monster Love, and that's my priority is the music. My priority is the music, because I know the music videos, they are what they are. At the end of the day, the music videos, they are what they are. Now my voice is cracking. I'm so excited that my voice started cracking. But the music videos, they are what they are at the end of the day. Really, I mean, it's low budget shit, okay? Take it or leave it. It is what it is. On eBay how some people list something, they say as is? That's the music videos for me. My music videos are as is. You either love it, or you hate it, or maybe you're freaking neutral, I don't know. But at the end, I mean, people people are not gonna remember that I'm a budding artist, low budget and all that, humble beginnings. But, whatever, I can't control that. What the hell is this shit? I'm watching reactions to Motley Crue Dogs of Voice so I could get more context. Hey man, look, if I was in high school, I would have been like, yeah, this shit's rocks, I wouldn't even thought of it. I wouldn't even think about it. Man. Oh boy. Oh man. Oh shit, somebody joined reality. Ow. Alright, I've switched it to mic connected to YouTube. Hey, what's up? Let me know if you can still hear me if you want to stick around. Oh man, I just dropped the plate. I'll take care of it another day. Alright. I clicked on a music video where somebody was just ranting about Motley Crue and the song Dogs Aware, and I was like, I'm not interested. I'm more interested in people's reactions to music videos, because that's going to be very telling for me. Alright, hello there, what's up? I have now switched to the mic that's connected to YouTube. Let me know if you can still hear me. So what's up? How's it going? How you doing? So what's up, Pookie? Actually, not everybody's a fan of this whole thing, but oh well. That's okay. When I use, when I switch and I get that other voice that I am dying for, oh my god, it's gonna be a lot different. Why is it after a few days I just have mess after mess after mess in my room, and I can't do what I originally intended on doing, which was doing homework. Like, I don't have that much of it that's due on Sunday, but annoys me, and I know I'll have plenty of time next week because I don't have in-person class next week. It annoys me. It still annoys me. Okay, well, okay, so Motley Crue talking about making Dogs of War. Okay, maybe I'll just see what their perspective on this. They're not talking about the music video. Oh man. Okay, this guy's actually reacting to the music video. That's what I want. I want to see other people's reaction to the music video because it's gonna be. I mean, I kind of feel like I already. Look, I don't really feel like there's anything more to take away from this. I already feel like I know everything. Like, the public doesn't receive CGI that well. Like, it. Yeah, because it's not gonna be that good of quality unless you're, like, in a video game running it off of a high graphics. I mean, that's where 4K kind of fixes things. You know, but, I mean, even with 4K, you know, if you're viewing it on a crappy monitor, sorry, buddy, and things are not 4K by default. I mean, so CGI isn't really gonna get its moment until everybody has high quality equipment to enjoy it with. That's the bottom line. And the wage that most jobs pay, Americans barely getting by. I mean, like, I have my problems too. But there's a lot of other Americans who are not as fortunate as I am, and I fully acknowledge that. It's not gonna get its moment, and people are just gonna be, like, spitting on it, stoning it to death, and be like, what is this shit? Enough said, man. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything more to say. Well, I'll have to see. I'm still watching more music video reactions, so I'll have to see. But this is all things to consider if I do an actual reaction video. An authentic, actual reaction video. With my CGI avatar, oh boy. What a hint of irony there. A reaction to a CGI music video with a CGI avatar. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god. Painful. Could it get any worse? Oh, what the hell happened with my hair? Did you see that? My hair just smacked my face. That's what I get for using CGI. My hair smacking my face. And then my avatar ascending to the heavens. Look at my fucking CGI ass ascending to the heavens. Unprovoked. Breaking the law of physics. Casual. That's beautiful. Now that's what I call art. That's what I call art. That's some real art. That's forget it. This guy's like ranting too much. Get to the video already! I don't want to hear your opinion about Motley Crue, man. Just get to the video so I can learn what I want to learn. So that I can pick up what I want to pick up from this. I should take the lyrics for Dogs of War and put it into, if the lyrics are public fail, I'll put it into AI detection tool. You know, I don't know, they probably know better than that. Come on, man. They probably know better than that. Come on. Ugh. Yeah, once I had the context for Nicky's interview and him talking about the song, I kind of get the music video now. I get it more now. I just thought this, like, what is this post-apocalyptic wasteland? But if you have the actual context of Nicky's interview and what he said it's about, it makes a lot more sense. And that's coming from somebody who knows a lot about Motley Crue, who's been like a lifelong crewhead, and I didn't even immediately pick up on what it was about. It just seemed really gimmicky, like right off the bat. But I have a better reception of it after listening to what Nicky actually said about it in his interview. I do have a better reception of it after that. But to the average person, they're like, what is this? They don't know. That's never good when you have an average person go like, what the hell is this? I don't know what this is. That's never a good sign. This guy said the song's not catchy. Yeah, you know, my songs are not catchy either because I'm death metal. I'm doing death metal, I'm doing... How many fucking genres am I doing? How many genres am I doing? Like 10 at once? I put 10 genres in your face at once. Death metal, we got death metal, we got grindcore, we got, doom metal, we got, melodic death metal, we got, technical death metal. I mean, how many genres am I gonna slam in people's face? I have songs that blend psychedelic, death metal, and rock and roll. I mean, like, I have songs that literally, like, reach out from rock and roll to, like, those guttural Cookie Monster vocals from death metal, and I just smash it together. Yeah. I mean, I do so much genre blending that the algorithm that runs Spotify is confused as hell and doesn't know how to categorize my shit. And that's when I realized, I was like, oh, I gotta do some more straightforward songs that actually align within, like, a genre like death metal, like melodic death metal. I gotta do something that actually aligns within melodic death metal. Or if I'm gonna do something that sounds more like black metal, I gotta, make it sound like that cookie cutter formula where the AI that blends something like Spotify and YouTube and all that can actually get it and know what to freaking properly recommend with it. Yeah, Monster Love, hopefully, the actual finalized album I'm gonna release that's more polished, hopefully it will be something really groundbreaking and a lot more innovative. It's gonna be a lot more better than, did I just say more better? It's gonna be improved from the demo album by a long shot. There's gonna be some big improvements. With the new Monster Love album I'm releasing, there's gonna be some very big improvements versus the demos. And production quality and all that. And new songs! I'm gonna have new songs. And also I got new technology that I'm using, improved technology, just so many improvements. Hopefully it will be something that people can get into more, and hopefully it'll be more critically praised and all that. And that's the shit I actually plan on getting onto distribution platforms. Like Spotify, like, going through, I'm gonna use Muse or, like, DistroKid and get that stuff up there, get that taken care of. I mean, part of the reason why I do so many different genres is because when I did, I'm growing up, first of all, being a 2000s and 90s kid, rock and roll and rock music and metal is already so far evolved by, like, the 90s and early 2000s that, like, I was learning many different genres at once. When I was in music school, I think I can say I went to the school of rock, but then that's gonna lead. One day that's gonna lead into my identity, but I'm not so big yet where I have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about that leaking out yet because I'm not, like, too big, but if I get really big one day, yeah, I'll deal with it then. But, yeah, I mean, I learned so many genres. That's why I think I genre blend so much, and I don't want to just stick to one genre, because I learned so many genres, I learned so many different styles that I want to play all of it. I don't want to just play one, I want to play all of it. That's just who I am. I want to play all of it. Well, all of it that's good. Obviously, if something sucks, I'm not gonna play it. Obviously, if something sucks, I'm not gonna play it, But yeah, I mean, I want to, I learned so many different genres when I was learning guitar that I just want to, like, do songs in all those genres just because. But also, I'm going into this from the perspective of being a guitar player and a songwriter. Lyricist and guitar player. I'm going into making this album Monster Love with the perspective of being both a lyricist and a guitar player. But as a guitar player, I have the perspective of having learned a lot of genres, having learned a lot of playing styles. It's like, well, shit, I want to play all of them. When you play bass, that can happen too when you're a bassist, that can happen too. But, if you're a drummer, that can happen too, but guitar is really important. To a lot of these bands, it's really important. Guitar and vocals is so important. The guitar probably, I don't know, man. guitar and vocalist probably the two most crucial band members usually in a band. They usually know them for the guitarist defines the style. The guitarist and the vocalist really define the style in a band. And that's part of the reason why I want to stick to guitar because of how crucial it is. Because, like when you're in a band, it's like super crucial. You know, the guitar and not actually can't sing, so but I do the death metal vocals. That's what death metal vocals are there for. You know you can't sing, but you got the death metal. Death metal's got your back. Black metal's got your back if you can't sing. So that's why I do that. Like I opened the door and all the lights are on. I should probably. Hello there, what's up? Can you still hear me? Okay, well most people are not really responding. I think I should just stay on YouTube and greet them on YouTube. And they'll let me know if they can't hear me. Because I think it's kind of wasted effort at this point to do that. Because it's a lot of trouble that I have to go through. But I still have that mic on and connected just in case there's a problem. Because I'm creating like extra work for myself, man. When it really doesn't need to be that way. Yeah, I grew up wanting to become, like, trying to formulate. I always identified as a musician, but I just, you know, I knew that I had sucked, you know. I always knew that I sucked, you know, when I first started out, because my shit sounded bad, because, like, I barely knew how to play guitar, I barely knew music theory, you know, so when you're first starting out, your shit sucks. You know, very successful artists when they first start out, sometimes they suck if they're not, like, a savant or something like that. Not, like, just some musical genius right from the get-go. Their shit usually sucks when they first start out, and I struggle too, you know, but I always wanted to become a musician that actually, like, had something to say, you know, and actually had a proper platform and proper, you know, I wanted to fix it. You know, my image, I needed to fix it. I was a musician that really sucked, and I needed to fix everything. So that's why I did this, you know, in an attempt to try to fix it, and to try to finally give my music and my lyrics a proper platform, and obviously improving a guitar, and all that, improving production quality, which I've had massive leaps in production quality since I started doing this in 2020. I've had huge leaps in production quality, getting collaboration and advice, and also taking the video production class. Oh my god, it gave me a lot of context for like audio production. We also covered audio production in context to music, and that helped give me a lot of context too, so that I'm a one-man band doing everything. I do literally everything. Make no mistake, I am doing everything. So, you know, sometimes when you're one-man band, you can only get so far. You can only be an expert at so many things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, as a single human being, you can only stretch yourself out so far, and then you get flattened like a pancake. If there's not a lot of people doing reaction videos to this, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I think I might stop streaming soon. Okay, this guy actually reacts to the music video. Yeah, that's what I want to see. There's not much reaction videos to this. Yeah, I mean, in regards to CGI, I'm using, this avatar that I have looks nothing like me in real life. I mean, like, I am radically and dynamically and just really changing myself to look and feel a different way that, like, takes things to new heights, in regards to, like, well, being 8 foot anyways. I don't know if I could say that new heights thing literally, but if you're in VR, maybe so. Because that's where the real action really happens, is when I get into VR chat. Because that is really fun. I'm sorry, that is really fun, man. It's a shame that not a lot of people can enjoy it. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah, one of the reasons why I'm streaming, even though it's really late, is Saturday night, so I stand a little bit more of a chance of getting people actually in here despite how late it actually is. I always take lessons from stuff like this, like, how do I stand out? How do I stand out? How do I stand out? Especially being somebody who has, like, the humble beginnings, going on, like, being a small timer, I really need to take serious notes on how to stand out, but I also got the marketing degree and PR and advertising, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna go anywhere, That helps me with, like, a career and, like, getting money, like, getting paid, but it'll help me necessarily meaning that this shit's gonna go anywhere. If I start working on social media campaigns, then maybe I'll start figuring it out more for myself, if I learn something from it. that I can apply to this and then somehow make it magically blow up. But something like this, you know, some things you just cannot make blow up. You know, you just can't. You know, some things you just can't because the audience preferences and trends are not going to align. Or something being too niche, you just can't. You know, sometimes you just can't. A lot of people are comparing it to 2002 to Sims or 2005 Guitar Hero, so I need to look at that. But I think part of the reason why is because you're viewing it. You're probably not you gotta consider the screen you're viewing it on. And if you don't have that background in CGI, then you're not gonna really know. You know, yeah, I mean, like, if you're viewing it low res and even if you're viewing it high res but the screens, you don't have the best screen or viewing it on a tiny phone screen, yeah, it's gonna look pretty bad. It's gonna look bad. It's not gonna look good. And that's the problem with CGI. And I kinda like, I feel like I may have to prompt people to watch it in HD or something. I don't like doing that, but maybe. But yeah, somebody can set something to HD and they have a crappy screen. Like if you have like an old, I think it's a VGA monitor. Yeah, if you have one of those, oh my god. Oh my god. If everybody was watching my music videos on a VGA monitor, my music videos that haven't even been created yet anyways, oh god, I'm so screwed if they're watching that shit on a VGA monitor. You know what I'm saying? It's really dependent on equipment, technology, what kind of screen you have, versus something that's produced in real life, like, you know how that looks like. In real life footage, if it's a high quality camera, it's gonna look good it tends to look better on crappier screens anyways. My hair hit me in the face again. I love that when my hair like smacked me in the face. That's like so awesome whenever my hair smacked me in the face. It's so majestic. Look at me, I'm majestic. My ass is so majestic. Look at my hair smack me in the face. Alright. What the hell was I doing here? Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, this guy in YouTube's reacting more so to the guitar work. I'm more so the music video, like, what's going on with the music video? That's why I'm about ready to end the stream, because I think I've said everything that can be said about this subject. But the fact that I'm so CGI, I'm gonna have a hard time standing. I'm gonna have this CGI content always flops on like TikTok, YouTube Shorts, like stuff like this. Always flops. But if I start pairing a really sexy voice with this, which I got with the whole 11 Labs demo that I did, hey, you know, I can really like that whole demo that I did with the vampire voice. I mean, I think that has a better chance. But I've already uploaded some content with that voice, and that content's like explosively viral, so I don't know. Algorithms can be like really biased. So, algorithm may see this and see CGI and be like, I'm not gonna promote this shit because nobody's looking for it. I mean, okay, fine. Okay, fine. Whatever. That means I won't get my shit pushed out to a very broad audience, and that's gonna suck, but at the end of the day, there's something I'm gonna do, but I'm not. I put $5,000 into all this CGI stuff. I'm not gonna just give up or just stop creating it. I spent $5,000 on this shit. That's not a problem with creating media. That's something that one of my media classes discussed, is that audiences are particular. Audiences are finicky. You can spend a lot of money on a production just to have it flop. There's a lot of movies that have huge budgets that just flop. You know, and that's just part of the risk that you take. You know, the whole thing with media, this business is a business of risk. This is a damn business of risk. You're going to take risk. And that's just the nature of it. And it sucks. But you know what? At the end of the day, you pull up your pants and carry on and just deal with it. If I had the means to, I would take this to in real life if I had the means to do it properly. Because the problem is my cosplay is not even a proper depiction of me. You know, my cosplay is not the same version that you see here on the side, on the right. You know, my cosplay is not the same as what you see here on the right. A lot of people are eager to point that out. I get it, rightfully so. You know, I'm just working with what I have. Just a low-budget artist working with what they have, you know? I'm just working with what I have, man. And that's about it, you know, or working with whatever I can find. I'm like a vulture, I just pick up some pieces, throw it together, work with whatever I can find, like a vulture. Oh, man. Oh, it's 11:20. Yeah, I should probably go. Alright, I think I'm gonna, I think I'm done here. It's 11:30. I have some shit going on outside of here. I gotta step away. I know it could be a long time, and I'm also hungry. Got a family member who just came home from work. They typically bring home some food, so I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I think I'm done here because it's already like 11:30 Pacific Standard Time. People are just slumped over sleeping by now. It's not really. Yeah, it's not really worth it at this point. I can say in regards to the subject of music videos, my best music video is probably going to be Forest Giant, because to me, when I look through my VR headset, that forest is really high quality. But then again, you watch it on the low resolution screen, man, you ain't gonna get it. You ain't gonna get the experience. It's not gonna be the same. And the fact that I'm capturing it on my 1080p screen through VR chat, well, yeah, obviously there's gonna be some things lost, some quality lost, but to me, that forest is really high resolution. It looked really nice on my HTC Vive Pro 2018. I got really immersed with that forest, even though it was CGI, and I felt like I was one with that forest, even though it was CGI. I really, really, really felt like I was the Forest Giant, even though I'm some average-sized person wearing a VR headset. I really felt like I was one with that CGI forest, and I felt like I was the Forest Giant. And there ain't, man, those feelings don't really, you know. Well, it's obviously some things that are more exciting than that. Look, I ain't shitting you, but, it was a rush, though. It was a cheap thrill. Well, I don't know if it was a cheap thrill. That headset was $1,000. And my gaming PC was like $1,000. I mean, yeah, but, yeah, it was nice. It was nice, to say the least. It was nice. I mean, look, man, obviously with VR, you're only going to be able to get into it so much that VR headset on your face gets sore and your face gets red. It's not like you're in the actual forest, it's not like the smells are the same or the breeze or whatever. I mean, it's not the same, yeah. Sure. It'd be better if I was doing something, like, there's something called Tony Mokapi. It would be better if I was doing something like that in the actual forest. Yeah. It'd be better if I was in the actual forest, and then, like, my body was representing a CGI avatar and actually being tracked. Yeah, that would have been better, That would have been better, but then again, yeah. Yeah, that may have been better perhaps, but hey, it is what it is, and I am on a budget, so I push out the best shit that I can being on a budget.